26. I'm Abigail Blackrick. Today, I'm in Emmet County. I'm speaking with Mary Stewart Adams about the Headlands International Dark Sky Park. Mary, can you tell me a little bit about what a dark sky park is?
Yeah, a dark sky park is an area over land over which you've protected the night sky. So there will be no lights shining up, which is called light pollution because it's polluting the night sky view. Light that goes up doesn't illuminate anything, so it's being wasted. There's also no light trespass, which is the kind of light that comes across the boundary of where it's needed, and it's protected for its natural darkness.
How long has the Headlands been designated as an international dark sky park?
Well, we achieved our designation in May of 2011, and at the time we were only the 6th international dark sky park in the world, in the United States, only the 9th in the world. But since that time, now there are 31 international dark sky parks around the world.
How do you get a designation?
Well, it's a pretty rigorous process. The process is established by the International Dark Sky Association, and you have to meet all of their criteria. You have to measure sky quality, you have to have area stakeholders write letters of support. We had to do a lighting inventory, we had to do a master lighting plan going forward that would demonstrate how we intend to protect the natural darkness.
Mary, being one of the only few in the world as an international dark sky park, how would you say that the Headlands has kind of worked toward that expansion, being that there has been more that have popped up since you guys started?
You know, I feel like what we've contributed is a lot of programming ideas about how a naturally dark sky, when you're witnessing it, how that can relate to just about every area of life. And because most people live in the United States, they live where they can't see a naturally dark sky. Mm-hmm. So we're providing an environment where people can see a naturally dark sky and then remember all the things that it's connected to. So the success of that programming has driven an international bevy of tourists that have come to our area. Then they take their experience here back home. It raises awareness where they are. So we have this growing experience of awareness.
Oh, terrific. So who's it available to and when can they use it?
You know, the Headlands is open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. That's a commitment by the Emmet County Board of Commissioners to make sure that the land is always available and always accessible. You don't have to pay a park fee. It's a county park, so you don't have to pay to go into the county parks in Emmet County. Now, at the state level, state parks are also starting to protect, the state of Michigan is starting to protect state land, which is really exciting, and this comes directly out of the success of the Headlands designation. So in 2011, we were designated by the International Dark Sky Association. In 2012, one of our local community members wrote legislation that we then testified on behalf of at the state level to get about 23,000 acres of state land protected. The state has added an additional 15,000 acres to that legislation. So it's growing right here in Michigan. It's really exciting.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. So, okay, with the Headlands, you guys are undergoing some upgrades right now.
Yes.
And you're building a new observatory, I understand.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's a really exciting project. So it was motivated by a need for restrooms. We have so many people coming and there's no facility there. When you get to Headlands, you're in a forest. It's old growth, untouched forest. It's beautiful. There's 5 miles of trails. There's 2.5 miles of shoreline. There's hiking. The trails are groomed in the winter. You can come year round and enjoy the property. And you can also come in the daytime. You can come at night. But so we needed restrooms for people who were coming. And then we were gifted a dome for an observatory by Cranbrook Institute of Science in Bloomfield Hills. So then we thought, oh, now we can build a structure and put a telescope in it. The McCormick family that formerly owned the Headlands property donated the money for us to buy a really nice telescope to put inside that dome, and then the commissioners got behind building a program facility. So now we have both indoor and outdoor space where we can present programs about the night sky.
Oh, that will be awesome.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Mary, is there anything else that people should know, something unique to the Headlands that you would care that people know about?
You know, I think one of the main things you need to know about going to a dark sky park is that you should always go there during the day so that you can see where you are. It gets really, really dark, and you don't want to arrive for the first time at night when it's dark. Also, because we have construction going on, one part of the park is closed to the public, which means that there's very limited parking close to the shoreline. So typically you have to park at the entrance and walk a mile through the woods. It's mostly a paved trail, so it's really nice, but you'll probably need some kind of light. So how do you deal with light in a dark sky park? We request that after a certain time of night, in the summer months, it's like at dusk, no white light is allowed. So that means you could use a red light. So it's easy to achieve a red filter. You could put like a balloon or a sock over regular white light. But just to know about your light, you need to know that at Headlands, you're on the shoreline, so you have to dress for temperatures 10 degrees cooler than inland. especially in the wintertime. It gets cold, the wind coming off the lake. And just, you can bring what you need. You can bring a picnic, but you can't leave a mess behind you.
Right.
We do allow dogs, but they have to mind their manners, so things like that. I mean, you just have to be mindful of your environment, mindful of the other people that are there. Usually a dark sky environment is also a quiet place, so that's something to be mindful of.
Terrific. So you just want to make sure you're prepared for all that.
Yes, yeah.
And Mary, if anyone wants more information to visit the Headlands International Dark Sky Park, how can they get that?
So the best thing is to go to our website, which is mydarkskypark.org, which is for Michigan, midarkskypark.org. Also, we have a very active Facebook page, Headlands International Dark Sky Park, and also they can find us right here at the Emmet County offices.
Terrific. Thank you, Mary.
Thanks so much.
In Emmet County with My News 26, I'm Abigail Blackrick.